So tell us about number 4.
Desire. Oh, God, it's that desire. So number 4 came, I'm gonna preface it with a little fun story.
Okay.
So, I believe you were with me, actually, there. And Dr. Saira, you and I were in a Yoruba. It's one of the main spiritual traditions coming from Nigeria in Africa. We were at a bimbe, which is a religious celebration, honoring the Egun, honoring the ancestors. And I'm there, and as spiritually knowledgeable as many things as I had experienced already. I'm going, all right, I doubt my ancestors are going to show up, but all right. And because that's what the whole point was. Supposedly through this song and this ritual and this dance that we were honoring the ancestors, and if you start feeling them in the room, great. And I'm thinking about my little bubby, and I'm thinking there's no way in hell that she's going to be showing up to this shindig. So, of course, it took a grand 4 minutes for not only Bubby to show up, but my great-grandmothers, my great-grandfathers, my great-aunts, my great-uncles, people that had died, and it was like the Jewish shtetl of my ancestors was there in the room with me, and I was overwhelmed, and I started crying and crying and crying, just silently. And after the ritual, we all sat down in a circle to really talk about the experience. And Tish, our teacher, and the chieftain, just looked at me and said, "Jennifer, child, you've got to talk to me. So what's happening?" And once I could, sop away the tears enough to actually talk to her, I just said, honest to God, there's such stereotype within my tradition is that we're very sarcastic, we're very cynical. Jewish people, it makes for great comedians, but we're very much skeptical. And to have felt so many of my ancestors, and we don't do a lot of ancestor worship in Judaism. That's not so much. We pretty much light a candle on a yort site, a memorial, and that's that. They all came, and they came to a point of I could feel them, I could see them. It was such a moving experience, and they just wanted to come to the party, and it was wonderful. And Tish, our teacher, just laughed. And she said, "Do you think spirituality is any different from Nigeria, from the Yoruban tradition to the Catholic tradition, to the Muslim tradition, to the Hindu traditions, to the Buddhist, to all of these different traditions?" She said, "Do you think it matters after this body?" She said, "It's a big party." And it was so, I was so obviously moved on so many levels because of that. First of all, actually having connected with ancestors that I didn't even know, and secondly, well, just so many, they were there supporting me personally. But third, and possibly most important, which has really informed our work, my work and certainly our work together, is that this idea of spirit, however it comes to you, however you've learned it, however you choose to incorporate it in your life, is something that is universal, in my opinion. And it is something that can be celebrated, that in any tradition. And to go ahead and start celebrating what spirit is in somebody else's tradition, to have you come to synagogue with me and feel that. Right. For me to go to mosque with you and me to feel that. Yeah. That's that fourth level, and it's a big long story to get you there. But it's to really understand what it is to celebrate spirit in whatever form you find it. And it's such a great idea for cultural diversity to do that.
In the Quran it says, we have given a prophet to every nation. Right? And it also says in the Quran, we have created you into nations and tribes so that you may know each other. Right? And so that thing about diversity, it's that it was intentional. We were meant to be different, and it's through those differences that we actually go from the separation to the togetherness, to the understanding.
Yes.
And that's what we want to show you. That's what we want to experience with you over the weekend. So we hope you join us for that.
Absolutely. Please. We're going to have so much more of this and good stuff. You're going to be able to tell your own stories too. And we look forward to hearing them.